Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. As we reported in our last episode in this continuing series of Idaho versus Kohberger, on March 31st, 2025, the defendant filed their penalty phase experts. This information was due to be filed. It is under seal, however, on or before March 31st, 2025. The next item relative to penalty phase experts is the rebuttal penalty phase experts, which the state of Idaho will be filing on April 28th, 2025. But there is an event coming up before then that is really showing just how quickly matters are progressing toward the summer trial of Idaho versus Kohberger. This is per Judge Stephen J. Hippler's October 9th, 2024 pretrial and trial order, which set forth the schedule for the aforementioned expert witness disclosures. It also states under trial materials, which is D trial materials listed in that order, on or before April 14th, 2025, the parties are required to submit their proposed jury instructions and trial briefs. Proposed jury instructions are the state of Idaho and the defense's recommendations as to how, at the end of the presentation of the case in chief, the court should instruct the jury on all 5 of the first-degree felonies that Mr. Kohberger has been charged with per the indictment that was returned by the grand jury back in May of 2023. So in other words, the state and the defense are each filing a document on or before April 14th, 2025 that will include what they want the jury to be instructed on. Now, the Idaho Supreme Court publishes recommended or approved jury instructions. We've addressed a couple of them so far on our YouTube channel regarding how voir dire instructions read. So they may be looking to the Idaho Supreme Court instructions for how each of the sides will be submitting how they would like to see the court instruct the jury at the end of the presentation of the case in chief, right before the jury retires. That means they then go into the jury room and for the first time are able to talk about the case amongst themselves and deliberate on whether or not the proper verdict should be guilty, not guilty. Objections and or stipulations to the proposed jury instructions are due by April 21st, 2025. So after each side sees what the other side's proposed instructions are, after they are filed, they then have until the 21st of April to advise the court through a filing whether they're stipulating, whether there's any agreements to any of the jury instructions that are proposed and or their objections to the same. So we'll continue to monitor the docket for when these items hit the docket. The court has not said that these matters are to be under seal. There's no guarantee that when they're filed, they will be filed under seal. And when I say the court has not stated that these matters are to be filed under seal, I'm looking directly at the October 9th, 2024 pretrial and trial order. Unlike with the questionnaires, which that order said was to be filed under seal, the jury instructions are not. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.